Hello, my lovelies. Happy Tuesday to you. I am here for your sneak peek for this week. Now, if you are clicking here for the first time and you've not viewed one of these yet, please know that I've marked the chapters. You can get the chapters to the different zodiac signs by scrolling. And yeah, just by scrolling right through. It's all marked out for you there. Now, if you are here for the first time, please know that I am reading from Aries to Pisces with all the timestamps and chapters prepared for you. I'm just going to ask one thing. Please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. It's only telling you about your personality or theirs, and you already know that. So I want you to go to Ten of Cups Tarot, go to the search, put in Ten of Cups Tarot. When you click on Ten of Cups Tarot, go to my banner. There is a link there that will take you to a site that I'm not affiliated with, and that site is going to help you with your moon and your rising sign. All right, here we go. We are starting out with Aries, of course, going Aries to Pisces. This is your sneak peek for this week, Aries. What is going on with Aries this week, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Aries for this week. All right, Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Interesting, interesting, interesting. This week, I feel you get some traction, Aries, some forward movement. Sorry about that. There we go. And I feel as though you are not necessarily taking action this week towards something that you are unsure about. I feel like you have, you're looking for 10 cups, first of all. And I think we've got 8 and 2, which is 10, right? So we have the 10 cups in or around you here this week, Aries. I feel as though you're not taking any action towards a love interest because you're not sure how they feel. So the 2 of Cups in the reverse to me isn't necessarily that there's no love left. That's not what I feel here. But I also feel from this 2 of Cups here, I feel a bit of unrequited love. So I feel as though you're not taking action. I feel like you have disconnected from someone emotionally, but I feel like you come into this reading wanting to take action, wanting to find the path forward, wanting to have victory. Not only walking away from whatever was in the past and emotional, the thing that you no longer wanted to deal with, you disconnected from, but this is also a card of moving forward, right? It's not only the card of disconnection, it's a card of moving forward. I feel like emotionally you do want to move forward, but you're not yet ready to take action here. I feel like somebody here still has some lessons to learn, Aries. I think it's you, right? We have the King of Wands here in the reverse, and I feel like the King of Wands, when he or she is in the reverse, it's about ego, a little bit of egoic. I feel like the ego still has to be dismantled, and make no mistake about it, the ego is the first thing that you must dismantle before you can have your spiritual awakening. So I feel like you're not taking action because this person who had offered you a cup, I feel like you've had a change of mind or a change of emotion, walking away from the thing that you had, and you're moving into the future, but you're unsure about how this person feels about you. I feel like maybe you have been hiding how you feel about them. And you want to heal with them, I feel. Yeah. I feel that's what you want to do, is heal with them. There we go. 2 of Swords, right? 2 of Swords, what is that about? It's your energetic block. You're not making a decision right now. You want to move forward. You know that you do have the power to move forward. The universe is saying it's a go. You will have victory here, but I feel like you're standing in your own way, Aries. We've talked about this before. I feel like you're standing in your own way. You want to move. You want to have movement here. I feel like you feel kind of chaotic without this person at your side, or not knowing. It's the not knowing that's making you crazy here. I feel as though you see someone as your potential long-term partner, the one you can have your abundance with, right? The family, the abundance, the money, the kindness, the long-term relationship. I think, Aries, that you want the long-term relationship with someone that you refused the cup from. I think someone offered it to you and you didn't take action. And now you're feeling as though you must. But 6 and 2 is 8. You're up in your head. You're in the self-imposed prison. So you're standing in your own way. It's because of you that this connection's not moving forward, Aries. I hate to place blame, but it's kind of right there, right? Yeah, you want to move forward. You want to go and find the 2 cups, but you've put this situation into a situation of not knowing because I feel disconnected from this person. You didn't take action when they offered the cup, and now you don't know how they feel. Yeah. Divine timing is here. It's time to come clean. You know, the 7 of Swords, she's looking back at the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you lied to someone about how you felt. This person offered you their cup. You declined. No thanks, Tom Hanks, right? You declined. You're no thanks. I don't need your cup. And as you walked away, I feel you take a look back. And I feel as you walk away from this person, whether it's mentally or physically, that you take a look back and you know that this person is your abundance. You do see a long-term plan, a long-term abundant relationship with this person, but you didn't take action. I feel like you are slowly coming to terms with wanting to take action. We have the 6 of Swords here, and that's about going from the chaos to the calm, of course. But as a reader, for me, the 6 swords pointing down indicates you've learned some lessons. And so now the universe is allowing you to move on. And I think you're moving slowly towards this 10 of Pentacles here. But I also feel as though you're a little bit weirded out by, is this person even have emotion? Is all the emotion poured out? You don't really know, and you're not really sure. And I think it's because you lied to yourself in the past that you feel as though you don't have the answer. The Wheel of Fortune is here, of course. Aries, you could be dealing with with one of the fixed signs, which are Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. And this is the divine timing. This is the divine timing for things to move in your favor. We are now entered officially. Tonight is the summer solstice, and we have officially entered into Cancer energy, which means things are going to be coming to the surface, emotional things. It's time for you to be honest about your emotions with someone, and the universe is saying the time is here. But you need to get past this 2 of Swords first. We have the 6 of Pentacles here, and I feel like this is someone that you do want to have reciprocity with, but you cannot have justice here if you don't break out of the 8 of Swords. Now, I do see a progression here. I see you going from lying to yourself, deceiving yourself or another, holding yourself away from this 10 of Cups, because I really feel the person who you feel is your 2 of Cups person. I feel like that is the truth. That is the person. Whoever you clicked here for, whoever you think that 2 of Cups belongs to, I feel that's your person and they are your abundance. But I feel as though you've put yourself in this 8 of Swords. Yeah, 6 and 2 is 8. We've got the 8 of Swords. It always happens that way, right? We add them up. There they are. The energy, boom, here it comes. So I feel like this week you are feeling as though you're not going to have justice here. I feel as though you may decide to communicate with someone with an apology. This person here, we have 2 cups and she's holding 1, that's 3. And I feel like you're unsure about how to communicate. I feel like you may surprise yourself with this communication. The Page of Cups is, of course, the energy of learning how to give the apology. Aries, you're not very good at saying sorry. I'm just going to call you out. You're not very good at saying sorry. And I think right now you feel you're up in your head because you don't have justice or reciprocity with this person that belongs to this 2 of Cups. I feel like this week might be the week that you either get a little closer to the thought of, look, I need to reach out, contact somebody, give them an apology. It's time for a reunion. I want this 10 of Pentacles. I feel like it's clarity this week. And you are going to offer that cup. Whether they say yes or no, I think you're going to go for it this week, Aries. Well, okay then. All right. Taurus, you're up, my bull gang. Sun, moon, rising, Venus and Jupiter. Taurus, you know I'm your sun sister, right? I have Taurus in my sun. Yep, so whether you are sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter, Taurus, this is your sneak peek for this week. Taurus, if you're interested in a private reading, I've opened up spaces over on Wizio. So if you're interested in a reading, please go down below into the description, look for the yellow dot, follow that link, and you can book me there. My readings there begin at $40. All right, here we go. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Here you go, Taurus. Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, look at that. Woo! Okay, here we go. Somebody's going to communicate, Taurus, and that is your Tower. Someone is now in the interest of fighting for the connection with you. So we got 7 wands and 1. That's the ace. 7 and 1 is 8. 8 of wands is the communication or the fast-moving intention of taking action to communicate. The 7 of wands, I feel that someone is... You could be dealing with a fixed sign, and I'll tell you why I think so, because I think the 7 of wands is protecting the 5 of swords. I feel like whatever cards come up behind the 7 of wands, to me, it turns into more of a stay away on protecting my energy kind of thing for me. And the 5 of swords tells me that I feel as though it's like you're protecting yourself because you don't want to be hurt. Now we have the 7 of wands. We have 7 and 1, that's 8. I feel like this is the week you get communication. For some of you, and I've seen you in the comments, y'all, you don't believe it's going to happen. Some of you it's going to happen. Some of you who are on this timeline, it's going to be different for everyone. We're all on different timelines, right? But I feel like some of you are going to be shook to the ground by the Tower here. There you are in the future. Yep. I feel as though somebody who sees you as their spiritual teacher, and we've talked about this before in past readings, I feel like somebody who sees you as the spiritual teacher, that person wants the 10 of Cups with you. They've been lying to you, but the High Priestess is here. I think someone's had a realization. Someone is following their gut, Taurus, and it's leading them to you. 5 of Swords tells me I think they're ready to fight for you, or fight for this connection. And y'all, this is a general reading. Flip it if it's not that way. If I'm reading about your person or you have to decide that. All right, we have Ace of Wands, which is the passion. I think for a lot of you, you're not expecting it. And it makes sense that the Tower shows up because we are fixed signs, right? Taurus is fixed signs. And once you I think we spend a lot of time in our mind trying to justify, okay, that's it, I'm closing the door. And then when somebody shows up, you're like, but I can't go back because I already promised myself I'm not going back. Stop that shit. Stop it, Taurus. You don't have to be that fixed. If this comes along and you want to entertain it, then you entertain it. You don't have to not entertain it because you decided a while ago that you're not. Some of you aren't, and that's cool. But you know what? You don't have to be inflexible because you're a fixed sign. So the Tower comes, it shows up, and it shakes you loose anyway. So regardless of whether you're a fixed sign or not, it's going to shake you down. And that's the truth. Someone is ready to fight for you, Taurus. Someone who you see as the deep soul connection. Someone who is possibly your twin flame or deep soul connector here. And it's interesting because we have 1111 here, and we have 7 and 4, which is 11. So we have a lot of master numbers. This is the twin flame master number. You can look it up on anywhere, and just find out about the significator 1111 and how it has to do with the deep soul or twin flame connection. I feel like someone now is willing to fight for the stability with you, Taurus. They're willing to fight to be stable. They're willing to fight to maybe, pull something together with you where they can give you reciprocity. And here comes the abundance. Taurus, something is going to happen here that is going to shake you down and change your life. And that's why I was saying, because Charlie was telling me, Be reminded that just because you're a fixed sign, it doesn't mean you can't change your mind. You're not betraying yourself. You're not betraying anyone else. When the Tower comes, it comes for a reason, and it's usually for your good. So we do have the Ace of Pentacles. Taurus, some of you are going to walk away from this very incredibly life-changing, abundant connection. And that's on you, because the universe is making a way for you. And if you walk away, good luck to you. Make your choices. We all do, right? There we go. In the future. You know what I think this Tower is? And we're going to clarify it because we never leave a Tower unattended. We want to see the energy that's in there. I feel like you're going to have to make a decision. There is a decision coming up, Taurus, and I think we've also talked about this before. I feel like you have many options, Taurus. You're a Taurus with a lot of options, a lot of emotional options. I feel like you have suitors, people coming at you that want to date you and take you out, and I feel like you are calling it all in. Yeah. I also feel like with the King of Pentacles here, this is you, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because we're in a general reading. But I feel like this is your energy. I feel as though you're feeling like if you're going to get reciprocity, you're going to have to go out there and find it. And for some of you, it's going to be true. Those of you who are going to go through this Tower, go through the hell of the Tower and ignore this incredible opportunity, this life-changing opportunity anyway. That one pentacle here is held in your hand. I think here it comes. That's what I think. For some of you, it's going to be this week. The Seven of Cups is, the options are overwhelming. You have a lot of options with people that you that are coming at you that want to give you reciprocity and want to have some stability with you. I feel like this Tower is going to make you overly emotional. I feel like you are going to have to make an emotional choice. And I think that's why the Seven of Cups here is showing up with the Queen of Cups in reverse. When the Queen of Cups is in reverse, she's not necessarily checking with her gut. She is psychic. She is connected to the universe. She is the person who is the healer, the light worker. She gives, all of her energy away. But I feel as though she is always in danger on her own being depleted, right? Depleted of the love energy. Now, the Queen of Cups is about love energy. It's about connections to your heartstrings. I think you're feeling very emotional about someone who's coming to you, Taurus, someone who I feel didn't give you any reciprocity in the past. I feel like somebody that is bringing an incredibly abundant opportunity. Some of you are going to turn this person away because they've depleted you before. I feel like your emotions are going to be everywhere and someone's going to ask you to make a decision about them, even though you're feeling like you have a lot of options here. Some of you are going to take the options and some of you will not. Some of you will say yes. Tell me about the Tower. What energy are we dealing with here for Taurus, please? Universe says I said what I said. It's going to be an emotional decision. Yeah, you're going to feel overwhelmed with emotion about this person who is incredibly passionate about you. This person wants to begin again. They are passionate. They are attracted to you. They're coming in with this life-changing opportunity, and it's going to be really overwhelming for you, Taurus. That is what the Tower is bringing. It's going to force you to make a decision about which way to go, about the movement forward. It's going to force you to make a decision whether you stay where you are and you get victory or you move forward and you get victory. I feel like for some of you, this person could live at a distance from you. I feel like this person is a great manifester and they're going to move really quick. I think this person's going to ask you to make a decision quickly. They don't want to hang around. They could be a Cancer. This person could be a Cancer. We have the Queen who is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So it feels like water energy here. There it is. I said what I said. Wow, wow, wow. Right? We got the Seven of Cups here, Seven of Cups here. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's coming at you, Taurus. And for some of you, it's going to be this week. And if it is, I would really love if you would tell me down below. So let's look at the Queen of Cups. Tell me why you're feeling depleted and out of sorts here. Someone's coming in, the King, possibly the King of Wands is taking action, moving forward. He's been waiting or she's been waiting for a very long time. They're coming in to fight for your love, Taurus, and it's going to throw you right off guard. Yeah. It's going to throw you over the edge. There we go. There's that King of Wands right there. Lots of repeats here, y'all. The King has not been able to make a decision for a while because he doesn't think that you're going to say yes. This King has also been out of sorts, maybe feeling financially pinched and up in their head. This is the person who's been disconnected from you, Taurus. You have not spoken a word to this person. For some of you, it's been years. We have 5 pentacles. Each one represents a year. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that in the near future, things are going to work in your favor. Taurus, it's going to be interesting to see what your weekly reading will bring. All right, here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Gemini, if you're interested in a reading, please look down below. You will see the yellow dot in the description, clearly marked. Follow that link over to Wizio. It's the only way I am booking readings these days. My readings there begin at $40. Let's go, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. What's going on, Gemini? Gemini, you've made a decision, I think. I think you are really close to making a decision. I feel as though you are in the future, in the near future, going to use your intuition, going to use your gut to make a decision that you've been thinking about for a while. The Hanged One, of course, is this sort of the stagnant energy of what should I do? I'm not really sure. I need to check it all out from other perspectives to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Thing is that 3 out of 4 of these cards are major arcana, and that indicates change, a lot of change. So Gemini, there's going to be a lot of decisions that have to be made this week. Whether you decide to take action or not, I feel like you are making a decision to move forward because you know now that you have the tools. You know that you can make the decision, but you're taking one last look at it. Charlie just showed me somebody who's taking one last look back at where they've been before they move forward. The 5 of Cups, it feels like you're in a bit of regret about a decision you didn't make in the past, or a decision you feel that you made that didn't really benefit you or the others that are involved here. The Magician for me is Aries. We've got Pisces and Pisces. The High Priestess, of course, is a light worker. So you could be thinking about a decision that you had to make about a Pisces. And in the past, I feel like you're feeling regret because you didn't make that decision regarding love, right? We've got 2 cups here. And I feel as though while you were dealing with these 3 cups pouring out, for some of you, it means that that what came to light was a third party, that someone was cheating on you. And that's not going to be for all of you, but I do see those 3 cups being poured out as, you know, we used to be happy and now we're not because there's no more love left here. But what you don't see is that there's still 2 cups. There is still love pointing into the future here. You have all the tools. I feel like you're about to make a decision to come out of this Hanged One energy. And I feel like with the High Priestess energy that you're using your intuition to do that. You're doing your best to connect to your gut, connect to the universe. I feel as though with the High Priestess that there are some secrets. Maybe this person or you has grown since the last time you had words. I think they were hard words. I think that you intended for this person to be your partner, or you're looking at that in the future. I feel as though you're not telling anyone because the High Priestess is also someone who holds secrets, right? Wow. 2 8s. Why are there 2 8s in your tarot reading? Gemini, you might want to Google that. But of course, 8s are about moving forward, about taking action, putting in the hard work, depending on what suit they come up with. But I feel like this 5 of Cups for some of you is attached to someone you worked with in the past, I feel. Someone that you worked with that possibly you felt had all the tools and didn't use them. And I feel as though that's why you're in the Hanged Man energy, because I feel like You thought this person had a lot of potential. They were a hard worker. They were in your environment. You saw how great they were, but maybe they didn't yet see their greatness. We have the Eight of Wands. I feel like this is someone that you want to connect with or communicate with because you have some truth to be told here. You need clarity on some of the things you've been thinking about keeping to yourself, some of the secrets that you feel need to be answered, things you've been keeping to yourself that you're unsure about the answers to. This person could also have been a spiritual teacher for you. You might be getting readings on this person, Gemini, just to, you might be contacting a light worker to get some sort of a reading, no matter what that is, to get some clarity on the situation so you can use this sword and cut yourself out of the tree. That Hanged One energy is, of course, about sacrifice because there's no one around to help that person out of the tree. You're just going to have to cut yourself down and take your lumps, right? You've been hanging there too long, and it's time for you to get out of that stagnant energy. We have the Page of Swords. I feel like you want to communicate with someone because you've had an epiphany of sorts. You might be wanting to communicate with someone who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Of course, they do not have to be, but I feel as though ultimately whatever you found out or figured out or dug up or whatever information it was you saw as you're watching them possibly in social media gave you balance, or you see this person in balance. You see that they got their balance, making their own money, at the queen status, doing really well, helping everyone. This person could be a light worker, someone who is that you need to get some truth from, someone that you require clarity about. I think you have some questions, and I think that's why you're about to communicate, Gemini. We have the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're going to take action. Yeah, you're going to take action. I also feel as though that this person could be pre-Empress energy. We've got two queens here, but we could have two separate people here as well. Keep that in mind. The Queen of Wands is the one that moves forward, takes the action. She is her own person and will go rogue. She doesn't listen to you. She may take what you say into consideration, but ultimately she's making her own decisions. The Queen of Pentacles is a little more grounded than that. She is the person who's going to go at it slowly. She's going to make sure she goes over the details. She wants to make sure that everything's grounded and even. She doesn't like the energy of running at the flame, right? Of course, this Queen of Wands, she is the person who's been through it. She's been through a lot, and the Queen of Pentacles is the energy that grounds her. So whether it's two people or one, pre-Empress energy, I feel like this week, Gemini, you are going to get some either get some communication or give some communication, depending on how you're looking at this reading. But we do have the Ace of Swords, and that is communication. It is truth, communication. I got to speak to you. I need clarity. And the clarity, I feel, could be from a Pisces, could be someone that you need to speak to, or someone that you are speaking to that is a light worker. I feel like you have some questions about what to do this week. But I feel ultimately, Gemini, you're going to be moving forward. The Queen of Wands is there. Tells me that you're taking action. All right, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, if you're looking for a private reading, I've made some space over at Wizio. Please look into the description. You will see the yellow dot. Follow that link to Wizio, where my readings begin at $40. All right, here we go, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for you this week? This is your sneak peek for this week, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer. All right. And we have, somebody is closing a chapter. They're collecting karma. I feel like somebody has learned a karmic lesson. Shouldn't say collecting karma, but I feel as though you're ready to be judged. You're ready to be accountable for whatever it is in the King of Wands energy. Now, the King of Wands is looking at the world. The world is fixed energy. It's like, I'm making this decision and I'm not going back. I'm closing the door, putting the nails in it, boarding it up, and I'm heading forward. So I feel like you are the one that is taking action, Cancer, because the King of Wands is the king that takes action, right? Moves quickly, moves swiftly to do the things that that he or she needs to do in order to move forward. I feel like this king is looking at the World card because I feel like you are the one that is going to close some sort of a chapter. I feel like the chapter you're closing is one of anxiety, one of looking too far into the future and too far into the past. I feel like that your sleep schedule's been off. You've not been taking care of yourself mentally. I feel as though that when you get that mental piece in place, Cancer, that the rest will fall in. And then you will start to feel this energy of reciprocity. You'll start to be in a place in your life where your finances are doing better. It's definitely not the 10 of Pentacles, but it is the 6. And that's nothing to wave a stick at, right? 6 of Pentacles means you have enough for yourself and enough to share, that you're showing generosity. I feel like you're showing generosity of your time, of your energy, taking action toward closing this chapter on this poor mental health, I think is really key. Because what is waiting for you in the future is happiness, right? Happiness, contentment, you have enough emotional energy to keep moving. Yeah, I feel as though you have decided to close things, like bring something to an end, and that is you standing at the crossroads. I think you're no longer sitting on it. I think you're no longer just sitting, waiting for things to happen. The King of Wands tells me you're no longer waiting. You're now going to take action. So I think for a while there, you were in some stagnant energy, and y'all, we just came out of a pandemic, or we're almost out, and we're all in this energy of I gotta get up and do it. Yeah, I got to get up and take action. Look at that. And when you do, it works out in your favor. You're healing from a broken heart for some of you. Cancer, we have 3 of Swords and 1 sword is 4, which means there is healing. And the 3 of Swords, I feel the reason that you weren't closing a chapter or the chapter of your life of this, not really being in good mental health. I think that it had partly to do with what was in your mind, felt like your heart was breaking. Whatever it is that you were trying to, just listening. Yeah, you've had your heart broken a lot, Cancer, and that's what I feel. And the reason you didn't want to close the chapter is because sometimes we do become our wounds, right? We start identifying so much with the sickness that we have, what's up in our head, or whatever it is that's holding us back. We start to act that way. You do meet people where all they can talk about are their ailments. They become their sickness. And I feel like you've decided to break out of that, to move away from that, close the chapter. And I feel like the mental health picks up immediately. So I feel like you're making good decisions about whatever happened in the past, that it's like somebody came between you and someone else. Something didn't work out here. We have the Ace of Swords, which means you're going to get clarity. You're going to get clarity once you take action. You have questions. I feel like it's going to be the beginning of you getting answers about how do I move forward now that money has panned out okay. I have questions. I need clarity. Who do I share with? I feel like you're in an attitude of wanting to be charitable, philanthropy. And I feel like it's changing your perspective on life. Because gratitude does raise the vibration, y'all. It does. When you practice charity, and I don't mean just writing a check, y'all. I mean getting in there and pushing up your sleeves and doing some actual physical work toward a cause. That will raise your vibration. So I feel as though you are thinking about someone. Of course, you could be this Empress. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. You don't have to be, but I feel like this person keeps popping up in your life. And I think they're giving you the energy you need, the emotional energy to keep going. I think something has popped up with someone who is this energy of the Empress. And who is she? Well, if you don't know, you might want to Google her to figure out exactly what she's about. But, you know, quickly, the crib notes are is that she is all the queens. She has all the energy and the lessons of all the queens. She's very well-rounded and balanced. That's why she's Taurus and Libra, because she is grounded but also balanced. And she is someone who's very creative as well. So she's always into loving, creating, healing. That's the kind of person she is, she or he. I mean, depends on where you lie with your energy. We're not reading meat suits here. We're reading masculine and feminine energy. The Empress for me is primarily feminine energy, but it doesn't matter what your meat suit is. You could be the Empress. So I feel like there is somebody here who keeps popping up in your life to give you a little more balance, a little at a time. It's not an in-your-face, let me give you balance. It's just a tiny bit. This person is popping up in your life when you need them. And I feel like there is an emotional connection. It almost feels like waves hitting a beach, like an ebb and flow, but an ebb and flow from the universe, because, you know, it takes a lot of moon energy and whatever's going on in the cosmos for tides to come in and out, right? And weather patterns and all of that. I feel like somebody pops up into your life, gives you a tiny bit of emotional stability, and I feel this is the person who's giving you clarity about moving forward, being charitable, learning how to save what's good for you, and maybe share the overage with others. This person makes you feel emotional. This person, I think right now, was filling kind of 9 cups for you, because this person is holding a cup, this Page of Cups, and also the 8 of Cups. I don't always see the Page of Cups as an apology. Sometimes I see it as someone who pops up or pops into your life in and out and gives you sort of little tiny bits and quips of emotional energy that help you move forward a little at a time until you can get the hang of it yourself. Now, yes, the 8 of Cups is about walking away from, you know, the 8 cups looking for the 2, but don't understand it's also about progression. It's about moving forward. It's about you now knowing what you don't want emotionally, knowing what you're looking for. You're going to look for the 2 cups. You want to be in love with someone. I feel like this Empress you feel is wish fulfillment for you at this time. This person gives you balance, 6 of Pentacles. They give you reciprocity. This person gives you clarity at the times that you need it. I feel like this person is really good with giving you little pieces of their energy. This person could be a light worker. They could be psychic. They could be Pisces. All right. Thank you so much, Cancer. All right, Leo, here we go. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, I have made some room over at Wizio. If you look down below into the description, you'll see the yellow dot. Please follow that dot, the link there, over to Wizio, where my readings begin at $40 if you have one burning question. All right, here we go. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, your sneak peek for this week, Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is interesting right here. Crowning the reading, 10 cups. 10 cups, which I think is the potential that you see in someone or you feel about someone, because of course cups are all about emotion. It's about the heartstrings and what you feel. It's about the feelings, right? So we have the 8 and the 2. This is 10 cups, but I feel like there's some doubt here. Leo, I feel like you're doubting that somebody has the same feelings for you that you do for them. We have the Queen of Wands here. It could be someone who's Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Doesn't have to be. We have the High Priestess here who is Pisces, and doesn't have to be that person either. But I feel like you are connecting to yourself just a little bit more, or to the universe. You're asking questions about who's out there for me. Does this person have feelings for me? Because when I see the 2 of Cups, it's like either someone offered you a cup, or you offered them and someone turned it down. Now you're not really sure where you stand, but you see this person who you're incredibly attracted to. This person is also attracted to you. You feel the spiritual connection with this person. We have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and she's in the reverse because I feel like your emotions are everywhere, Leo. This person, this Queen of Wands, whether they are feminine or masculine to you, this Queen of Wands is someone who does their own thing, right? This is your energy, right? This is your energy, and you want to go into the forward into the future with confidence. Confidence that you know your path, confidence that you can forge ahead. But I think that at the back of your mind, because I feel like this is almost like a thought bubble for the Queen of Wands, I feel like you're thinking, yeah, but I want more than the 8. I need to move forward to this person and find out what this energy is about. I think this is the indecision in love. You're unsure if somebody here, the person that you probably clicked here for, if this person is actually has love feelings for you or not. There you are, Leo, in the sun. I feel like whatever you are feeling. So for some of you, you might have you might be listening to your gut, because we all can, y'all. We all can listen to our gut. And for some of us, we might have energy which connects us psychically to another person or to the next realm. I feel as though the energy that you are feeling is, yes, it's time to move ahead, because the 8 of Cups is here and so is the High Priestess. I feel like you have a knowing that it's time to move ahead. I also feel like for some of you, you know that this person is your person. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, but understand they have their backs to each other. This could be someone that you don't know, someone that you know of, someone that you maybe have feelings for and you're not sure if the feelings are really there or not. This, I feel what's separating the two of you right now is the fact that one of you is really spiritual and one of you is not. And I think that might be what is going on here right now between you and the Queen of Wands. So whether you identify as the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands, I feel like what stands between you is a spiritual connection. For some of you, this means you are spiritually connected. For others of you, it means that you need to learn your spiritual connection, or the way that you connect to a soulmate. Now understand that not everybody is going to get a soulmate, right? Not everyone is going to get a soulmate. Some of us are in snoozeville. We're sleeping and we're just going to go from karmic to karmic to karmic because you don't want to wait. You know, it's the same thing you get. Instant gratification. You get what you pay for, right? Yes, we are in a world where everybody expects everything yesterday. It just doesn't work that way in the real world. The Sun, of course, is the card of Leo. That is the apex, the most beautiful card in the deck, the brightness, the love, the growth, the personal, professional, career growth. I feel like you have a knowing that things are going to get better for you as long as you take action. And that's really key here, that you need to take action, because there is somebody else here that sees you as their person. But if you don't take action, nothing is going to move here. For some of you, the Hierophant could mean clergy. So for some of you, you could have met someone at church. Yeah, I feel like this is a time for communication. So communicating with the higher self, for sure. Communicating possibly with clergy for some of you. It's just communication in general. I feel like that the King of Wands wants to communicate with either a Taurus or someone who they feel is their person, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. I feel like you've been holding off. You've been holding off the communication, but I really feel with the Sun and the High Priestess here that lately you've been feeling the pull in your gut that you should move forward. I feel like you've been waiting to move forward, waiting for this communication. You've been manifesting it. I feel like you are worried about moving forward. Maybe you've been disconnected from this person in the past. That you feel disconnected from this person, and in the future, I feel like this is going to change. Yeah, there is progression here from the 5 to the 6. You're about to get some reciprocity, someone that you want to connect with, heal with, possibly someone who you're a deep soul connector with, and this person you see as your 9 of Cups. It's time to move forward. Because I'm just saying, Leo, you are a fixed sign, and when the fixed signs won't move, what happens? Yep, boom, there goes the Tower, and that's what's coming up for you. If you don't make the move, the Tower will move you forward, but understand this is happening regardless of the way you want it to go off. If you keep this on the back burner, this soulmate on the back burner, the universe is going to throw a Tower at you, and you're going to have to stare it in the face regardless. You're going to have to make a decision. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Here we go, Virgo. This is for you, Virgo. If you're interested in a private reading, please look below in the description. Look for the yellow dot. You will see a link there. Follow that over to Wizio, where my readings begin at $40. Here we go. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for your sneak peek for this week, Virgo? There we go. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, crowning the reading here. I feel with the card of Temperance, I feel that it is time for you to move forward to your abundance. Virgo, I feel Temperance, of course, we have is Sagittarius energy. It is balance. It is the moment of alchemy for your Ten of Pentacles to finally come to fruition. Queen of Pentacles in a general reading, of course, is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very grounded. This is your energy. I feel like what's blocking you from having everything that you want here is fear. The fear of moving forward. I feel like the universe is saying, look, whatever it was that was back here, you can heal from that. Wait for the moment. Wait for the divine timing in the moment of alchemy. Be patient. And I know that you are patient, Virgo, because you are the one that is constantly in the mindset of analytics, right? You're always analyzing everything and going over the details. So I feel as though your Ten of Pentacles is just around the corner here. And I feel like you're looking straight at it. You are. You're looking straight at the Ten of Pentacles, knowing that this is going to be yours only if you stay in your stability. So the Queen, of course, the Queen of Pentacles is the one who is the multitasking queen. She'll do anything for everyone. You know, she's giving of her time, her talents, her energy, her charity. You know, she's giving of money. I feel as though you have your back to whatever it is that you feel is bringing fear or instability, doubt. I feel like you're ignoring it, and be careful with that, because if you ignore it for too long, what happens? Say it with me. The Tower comes, and that's the truth. Yeah, you end up with a Tower because you didn't move forward. So don't sit there too long looking at the Ten of Pentacles, I feel is what you need to know this week. You need to move forward. It's okay to be nervous or have fear, or feel like things aren't going to work out for you in the near future, but you got to feel the fear and work through it anyway. You go from the Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, and I feel this is because you finally get your balance. I feel like while you weren't able to hold yourself up, Virgo, I feel like you were being held up by the universe. I feel, that, with this infinity, the universe is like, I'm here for you. There are going to be times of strife, and that's the truth. We all try and avoid pitfalls. We try and avoid making mistakes. We try and avoid. But the truth is, without those pitfalls, without the mistakes, without the things that give us lessons, how do we move forward? So I feel like with the moon in the reverse here, that you're seeing things clearer. You're not as nervous as you were to move forward. The moon in reverse for me is things coming to the surface. So I feel like financially things are straightening themselves out. You're seeing things clearer. You're getting more balance. The moon energy is your soul, right? So I feel like your soul was in unrest, and I feel like slowly you're peeling away the layers, right? Like the ogre. Peeling away the layers of the onion, right? I feel like that's what it is. The Four of Wands, you're going to fall into stability. I feel like you are with your energy of, your grounded energy is what's going to give you stability. But I still feel like you feel in the future going forward that there are things you should be worried about. Maybe you feel like you're carrying an attachment into the future. The Capricorn, of course, is the card of the devil, and we have the moon card, which is Pisces and Cancer. Temperance is Sagittarius. I feel like you're feeling really emotional, that some of the emotions are coming to the surface, that you're finally in your flow. I feel like it's going to be able to flow a little easier. For some of you, the fear is getting into another relationship. Yeah. That if you get into your own flow, that all of a sudden someone's going to come by and, gonna interrupt your flow. You're scared to get into another toxic relationship, I think, Virgo. King of Cups, energy of Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. I feel like someone is about to pop up in your universe here. Someone is about to pop up and is going to make you really emotional, is going to set off your emotions. The King of Cups, of course, is someone who's very stoic on the surface, but it's kind of very mushy-gushy on the inside, right? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We are opening up in Cancer season today, and I feel as though you feel passionate about someone, but nonetheless in indecision, because we do have 4 and 1 is 5, which is fighting internally with yourself, and it is about trying to someone that you're passionate about may want to get you into a relationship right away, but I feel like this temperance comes after something in the past has been tumultuous. I feel like you're manifesting the 10 of Pentacles, and in order for you to move forward here, I feel like you need to stop being so scared of making a mistake. And I feel like that's kind of Virgo energy. You want perfection. You think you have all the answers. By going over all the details, you think you got it in the bag. And you're scared that you're going to trip up and make a mistake like every other human, Virgo. Every other human makes a mistake. We have the High Priestess, and that could be things that you're feeling, right? High Priestess and the King of Cups. I think you're feeling a certain type of way about someone that you are attracted to, that you want to begin a new passionate time with. Someone you're scared is going to try and get you into a relationship right away. The High Priestess is about secrets. You're not telling this person that you are feeling passionate about them or that you want to start again, because I think your fear is the 4 of Wands. The fear is someone is going to try and say, look, you're with me or you're against me. You're either in a relationship or we're out. Okay. You did come from some sort of a committed relationship, a monogamous committed relationship. It could be marriage, doesn't have to be, but I feel like your fear is that it's just going to happen again. I feel like you got out of a relationship, possibly a marriage, that really kind of put you on your head. The Queen of Cups is depleted. She's not using her intuition. She is giving everyone else her cup before she drinks first. And I feel like that's what you're worried about. Yeah, going into the new week, I feel this week you're worried about someone who's going to try and push you into a relationship here. I feel like with the High Priestess here, it's saying get a reading. Yeah, whether it's with me or anyone else that you know, who knows what they're doing here. I feel like that there is some knowledge here to be unlocked, and that you're feeling like you do want to move forward, but you're unsure. So I would say find your favorite reader and get yourself a reading. See what's going to be going on next. All right, Libra, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, this is your sneak peek for this week, Libra. If you are interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You will see the yellow dot. Follow that link over to Wizio. My readings there begin at $40. All right, Libra, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is coming up for you this week, Libra? Sneak peek for this week, Libra. All right, 10 of Swords. There is a cycle ending for you in the near future. Give me just a second here. I need some water. It's a little warm here. Y'all, I'm in central Canada. I have a Canadian body, and we went up to 100 degrees yesterday. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. No, thank you. It's still a little bit warm. Okay. Libra. I feel like you're about to take action toward your abundance. I feel like you've been looking at this abundance for a while. I feel like you've been researching where to get it from. I feel like you've come up with an answer or an epiphany or something you've seen online that's going to propel you forward. The Page of Swords is someone who is in the teaching phases, right? They're learning for teachers. And I feel like you're trying to find a way to your abundance. I feel like this is the week that you actually get your questions answered, and that's going to give you some balance here. I feel like the universe is saying this is the moment of alchemy. It is time for you to move forward. This is a yes answer, right? The Temperance is always about yes, you will find the way that you need to move forward in order to be able to find your abundance. But really, the Queen of Wands is key here, right? Because the Queen of Wands is, you know, the one who runs toward the fire. The Queen of Wands is also someone who's been through hell. This person has been forged through fire, right? By making mistakes and getting back up, and making mistakes and getting back up. And it doesn't matter how many times you get hit, Libra. What matters is, do you keep getting up? And I feel like you do, because I feel like you have an elastic heart. Yeah. It's the song. See ya, right? Elastic heart. You might want to look up those lyrics. That might have something to do with this if you resonate with this. So I feel like, yeah, the universe is saying, look, you just got to get up and do it. You got to get up, run towards the Ace of Pentacles. You may fall on your nose. Make sure you have as much information as you can have. Look around and make sure that you do have enough information, because it is time for things to move forward here. You will be closing cycles that were painful and awful for you. I'm sorry if you went through that. I feel like it's time for you to close these cycles and get some clarity. Yep. There we go. That ace right there, that Ace of Swords is the one she's holding. She wants clarity, right? Whether you're a feminine or a masculine, you're going to get clarity on how to obtain your abundance, because you're growing. Good for you. You are growing. And I feel like you've been waiting for a long time. For some of you, the information that you're looking for is in regards to a business you're starting or a business you want to start. Understand, this is the 9 Pentacles. There is the opportunity, and that's the 10. That's everything you want, more than you need, more money, more happiness, more abundance, right? Abundance is a big word. Covers a lot of stuff, and I think that that's your reward for coming through the fire. It's good news, man. The good news is when you close the old chapter, you get your balance. I don't know for who is in the old chapter for you, but the world sign is about the fixed signs, right? Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and fixed energy, because once you close that door, you never go back. That's what the fixed signs do. They make a decision, they stick with it, they put their feet in the sand and say, this is the line. I'm never going to cross it again. I'm not doing that anymore. So the world is also about learning karmic lessons. This is the end of a chapter, not a cycle. This is the end of a chapter, a full-on chapter. So the way you used to be is no longer the way you're going to be going forward. I think you're going to have balance. I think you're going to have success. The Page of Wands is here with the Page of Swords. And as I said, the pages are young. So I feel like you could be someone who's young, absolutely. But I feel like the Page of Wands is telling me that the good news is coming, because now you're teachable. The page is looking up at the page, right? The Page of Wands, the one that's passionate and on their brand new path of passion, light, flirty, fun. I feel like this Page of Wands is looking up at the Page of Swords saying, okay, we have the information now. Let's move forward. Let's figure out what we're going to do. We need to close the chapter and move forward into the future. What is this? I think when you close the chapter, Libra, you gain access to your higher self. I feel like in the past, what has been holding you back is fear and doubt and feeling like you couldn't move forward because you were dragging someone else along. And now I feel like you no longer are dragging that attachment. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be a way of thinking. It can be a situation. It can be an old job. I feel as though you felt attached to it, like it was really weighing you down. And I feel like the Page of Wands tells me that even though you still feel a little nervous about moving forward, I feel like finally, once you close this chapter, you get connected to the higher self. You also could be getting some help from a Taurus, doesn't have to be, or the Capricorn. But I feel as though that you're looking at the Page of Wands with, you know what, I may feel a little bit weighed down still. I may feel like I'm scared to move forward, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, regardless of what's hanging on me, I'm going to do it anyway. But I really feel like you find a way to do this because you are now connecting with your higher self. And that's the good news. And that's what the Page of Wands is. It's all about the good news. You've been wanting to do this for a very long time, but it is taking a long time. I feel like it's taking a long time, Libra. I'm just going to be straight up with you. You've been over-analyzing the whole damn thing. You've been holding yourself back. I feel like you're going over it again. And it's kind of like the person who's the writer and they can't get past the editing phase. It's like they write a chapter and then they can't get out of the editing loop. And for those of you who are writers, you know what I'm talking about, right? Or even someone who is an artist or someone who is who deals in, painting, right? There is a point at which it's like you're over the edge and now you've done too much. And now you either got to start again or trash it. And you know what I mean? It's like you're standing in your own way. This is taking too much time because of you. I think once you access the higher self here, I feel like that's why you move into the future with this card of yes, right? I feel like in the past, you've allowed the words of others to seep in. And that is also part of why you have not been able to move forward. I think that in the future, though, look at that. You have the Page of Pentacles. There is some sort of either a partnership that you're not telling someone about, or maybe that's something that you want for your future. But I feel like you're about to put things into action, things that you've been thinking about, things that you've been preparing for, because I really think the World card is you preparing to stop this. Stop going over it and over it and over it again because you're holding yourself back. Yeah, I feel like the World card is here. Close that chapter and move forward. I feel like you've been allowing the words of others to hold you back. Yeah, I feel like some of the things people are saying to you are giving you doubt about yourself. And I think you're listening too much. Listen less to them. Listen more to your inner self, the higher self, right? All right. Scorpio, my psychic friends. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Scorpio. Thank you for clicking here today. If you are interested in a private read, Scorpio, please look below. There is in the description a yellow dot. Follow that link over to Wizio where I do have some openings. I've been working over the weekend trying to clear some of that way. All right, here we go. My readings there begin at $40, by the way. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's up for your sneak peek for this week, Scorpio? All right. Interesting. Interesting. King of Cups, Knight of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands, new path and passion and love. Fun, flirty, young, energy, good news, things are going your way. Scorpio, I feel as though you've come out of a situation where things were maybe not going your way and you're starting to feel a little more optimistic, feeling like you can move, like there's more fire in your heart. We have the King of Cups, of course. This is your energy, right? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer as well. We're in a general reading. And I feel as though, it feels like there's someone here that either you offered a cup to or they offered you a cup. And I feel like you have doubts about whether this person wants to go on this new path of passion with you, right? We have 2 pages here, which is interesting because this is the energy of, excuse me, someone who's young, right? Someone who's right at the very beginning. This could also be something that's beginning to bloom. I feel like the Knight of Cups is in the reverse because you're terrified, which makes sense, right? I feel like you're terrified of whether this thing is going to work out for you or not. And you're only willing to give a little bit. You're willing to go slow, go over the details slowly Move slowly into the future. I feel like something is beginning to bloom. Something you've been thinking about, dreaming about, whatever it is, you and my psychic friend, you might be living in the 5D. And now the things that you've been thinking about, I feel like you're breathing into the 3D, material things. But do you want the material things or do you want love? And I don't think you have to make a decision, but I feel as though you're not sure. Yeah, you're not sure how you feel. And that might be why the Knight of Cups is in the reverse. You are the King of Cups, right? You are very stoic on the surface. You're very tumultuous underneath, very ooey gooey gushy. And I feel like you love deeply and you hurt deeply. I feel like you're about to make a decision regarding love, and you're just going to go at it slowly because you're still undecided about whether you want it or not. We're looking at the bottom of the deck. We've got the 9 of Swords, and it's about, I'm no longer feeling undecided or feeling nervous about it. I think it's time to move forward. And I think you're willing to give a little bit, to try this out. Yeah, I feel like you're willing to stick your toe in the water. And I think it's a realization that you have made after being connected to someone you're passionate about, Scorpio. You're going to be ready to share. What's this? You're single. I feel like for some of you, you've become newly single. And you have this outlook of, I am the King of Cups. I'm newly single. I'm looking for love. And now I'm going to try being a little more vulnerable. I feel like with the Knight of Cups, I feel like you're unsure about whether this is going to work out for you, because in the past you've been kind of closed off. And now I feel like you're going to be a little more vulnerable, that you're willing to share a little bit, which is going to lead you to some sort of date or reunion or emotional happiness with a soul tribe. I feel like you're willing to give a little bit of emotion. And I feel like in the past, you weren't necessarily ready for that. And so I think this is a new revelation for you. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to get out there and be either with my soul tribe, or I have a special someone that I feel like I want to reunite with and maybe give them a very small offer. I feel like the Knight of Cups is in reverse because either someone offered you a cup and you turned it down, or vice versa. And it also is about being unsure. Do I really want to offer that cup? But you've grown. You've grown since this unrequited or not being sure about giving this cup to someone. You've grown since then. And I think you've realized that with this reunion and things that begin new in the future, that there is a future, a very happy, emotionally fulfilled happiness, a happy emotional life that comes along with being a little more vulnerable. And I know that's tough for you. The V word is tough for you, Scorpio, because you never want to let them see you sweat, but understand that if you don't give a little, at least the Page of Pentacles, if you don't give a little emotion, that you can't have this 9 of Cups. You can't have your wish fulfillment. I feel like you've been waiting and thinking and wondering and, nurturing the seeds of intention. You had the intention of being happy and passionate and moving forward, but you just weren't ready. Page of Wands. Pages are very young, not mature enough, a little bit immature in the way that you're thinking about passion and love, maybe even the way you're thinking about money. Or what makes you happy? Is it people or is it money? The Emperor is the person who has it all on them. The Emperor is always battle ready. This person makes the hard decisions. This is you, I think. For those of you who are just tuning in and don't know who the Emperor is all of the kings, all of the knowledge of all of the kings, and the Emperor runs the entire empire. So I believe for some of you, this is the card of Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries who is an emperor. But I also feel this could easily be your energy, Scorpio, because you don't have to be Aries in order to be the emperor. The emperor is an energy of taking charge and making the decisions and knowing that you have to make decisions for the many and not just the one. This person in the upright, the emperor energy, is all about the leader. Right? The person who leads people into the future, leads people to their abundance, leads you leading you to your Nine of Cups. I feel like with this vulnerability here, when you learn that that you can be vulnerable and not get hurt, I think that something that is in the future, I feel like you've been feeling sad about something. I think it has to do with love. I feel like you have some regret about something here that didn't take place when you wanted it to take place. And I feel like it really feels to me like either you offered a cup or they offered a cup to you and somebody turned it down. But now it's time. In the very near future, it's time. It's time for you to stop feeling like it's not there for you, to turn around and see the two damn cups. That's what it is. And I feel like this week you're going to figure that out. All right, Sagittarius, my Sagittarius friends. I am your Saggy sister. I have it in my rising sign. I am Sagittarius rising. So I literally have your energy. Let's find out what's going on here. Sagittarius, if you want to book a reading, please look below into the description. You will see a yellow dot. That'll take you over to Wizio if you're interested in a reading, and they begin there at $40. Here we go, Scorpio. Scorpio, no. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Scorpio, but this is Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Some of you are dealing with Scorpio. All right, Saggy, here we go. Sagittarius, you have a tower coming up in the future. Interesting. We have the Knight of Swords, something you tried to run away from. I think Sagittarius it feels like right now you're trying to run away from love. Only because this knight is not pointing in, the knight is pointing out, and that feels to me like, oh, maybe in the past you ran toward it too quickly. Okay, that makes more sense, Sagittarius, because you are a fire sign, right? It feels like you ran toward it too quickly, too emotionally, overwhelming, overbearing. I feel like you, boom, went in as your Saggy self, right? And I feel as though we've got Leo. You're growing. You've grown in love. That's what it is. I feel like you were at the beginning of this, whatever it is for you, that you felt a lot younger than you do now, that the progression is from the Knight of Swords to the Sun. I feel like the Knight of Swords is going in kind of clunky, saying the wrong things, hurting people, not thinking it out first, being too quick, jumping at it. And I feel like the King of Cups kind of slows you down. You're still emotional, but I feel like the water flow is different. I feel like the energy flow is different. And I feel like you've grown in your love energy. For some of you, you could now be leveled up to the King of Cups. And that's whether you're feminine or masculine, it doesn't matter. The King of Cups is, essentially stoic on top and kind of, ushy-gushy on the bottom, but also highly psychic. Yeah. I feel like you are growing personally, professionally. I feel like you're ready for love. But I feel like the Queen of Swords in the reverse is kind of warning you. It's warning you to be aware that you can easily get back into the wrong cycle if you run in clunky. If you look at it illogically, because the Queen of Swords in the reverse isn't really thinking logically. She's kind of reacting rather than responding. So be careful not to react with your words. And I think that if you do, this tower is sort of imminent, but I think it's imminent anyway, because some information comes out that throws you off balance here. So be aware that this Queen of Swords is here. Yeah, I think the sun is here to lessen the blow, to try to help you get through this clunky. Yeah, it feels like words could say something that could hurt somebody. And I feel like the sun is here to kind of soften that, or to splay light on careful. I want you to see all the facts, see it clearly, be careful. There it is. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you are going to use some clunky words, and that's going to cause a tower. I feel as though you're going to get your point across. I also feel as though, I feel like you're, with the moon in reverse and the King of Cups, I feel like you're, all of your emotions rush to the surface at the same time. And really, that's the energy that's sitting here in the tower. I think that you've been feeling in lack. Two of Pentacles. I feel like whatever emotions are coming to the surface, they kind of come really quickly. You're able to understand those emotions, but that the way that you deliver them to someone else could cause a tower. So be careful of that. We are going to clarify the tower to see what kind of energy is there before we move along here. You don't understand that someone here feels a lot of love for you. I think the Two of Cups is in the reverse because be careful, okay? I feel like for some of you, the Two of Cups is in the reverse because you're going to take a shot at this, whether this person loves you or not, whether you think that they have feelings for you or not. For some of you, the Two of Cups is in the reverse because you don't really know how you feel about them, and you don't really know how they feel about you. Somebody here is bringing your emotions to the surface. You're not expecting it. I feel as though some of you are going to jump in head first, regardless of, looking at the situation first, and it could end up in a tower, and maybe that's why the Queen of Swords is here in the reverse. Sagittarius, it might mean that you could cut somebody with your words if you don't have all of the information before you jump off the edge. You don't want to look foolish. You don't want to look foolish. You don't want to look overly emotional. But this is something that's been coming for a really long time. One of you offered your cup and the other one refused it. It's unrequited love here. But are you bored with it? You're not making a decision because you're feeling defensive about how this person comes in or how you feel about the situation, which could be the Queen of Swords, right? All right, let's take a look. We got to look at this tower. Tell me about the energy in the tower. I think it's the feeling of, but I don't know if this person loves me or if this person has feelings for me. I mean, it's been taking forever for them to get here, and I am undecided about this person's feelings for me. It causes a tower, and it causes you maybe to blurt out some things, right? Which wouldn't be unlike Sag. I'm telling you, I'm Sagittarius rising, and I'll blurt out some things that maybe you would have otherwise kept under your hat if you weren't so overly emotional about this connection. Yeah. Tell me about the tower, please. What's the energy in this tower? You're feeling wounded because it's taken so long. We've got the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So we have the universe is like, look, I said what I said. You've been hiding behind this fear wall for so long about this situation that you thought was never coming. But here it comes. And that is what's causing the tower. And I feel like it's going to catch you off guard because the Queen of Swords is in the reverse, and you are going to probably be very clunky with your words, or they are. But we do have Scorpio energy in the tower here. We have Aries energy in the Fool. We have Leo energy in the Sun. And we have Pisces and Cancer in the Moon. So you could be dealing with any of those signs. You don't have to be. But I feel like the tower comes down and makes you feel like you're like, wait a second. This has been taking a really long time, and now all of a sudden this person just pops out of nowhere, and I feel like it's easy to get hurt here. I'm not sure if I want to get hurt again. So you talk about it. And I feel like the connection that you have with this person, once they do finally get to you, that Knight of Pentacles finally reaches you, I feel as though the King of Swords tells me that it's going to be a very head over heart meeting. So you're going to think logically, you're not going to think emotionally, or you're going to try not to, but understand there's a lot of emotion in the Tower. Yeah, it's the intervention from the universe because your ass is fixed. Yeah, you're fixed on this. Yeah, I'm not saying you're a fixed sign. I'm saying you were fixated on whether or not you were going to have a new start in love. And I think that this Two of Cups in the reverse is you've talked yourself into a circle. Yeah. Thinking about it and overthinking it. But I think that the Tower is going to bring closure because 9 and 1 is 10, and that's the end of the cycle. You can put the communications and connections that weren't kind, you can put those down and you can move forward. But also understand that we have the King and the Queen of Swords. So it is somebody who speaks like you, thinks like you, also is head over heart kind of person, someone who's very cerebral and intellectual, highly intelligent, very successful in their life. They see you as the same, but I think they rattle you when they just show up, and that's why you're in the reverse here. We have the Pentacles, yeah. So, the Seven of Pentacles, right? Growth. Should I harvest now? I'm not really sure. Is it the right time? Should I give this person my pentacle? The one he's guarding between his feet? Should I or shouldn't I? I think that's your decision this week. Yeah. Sagittarius, that's some freaking energy. Holy smokes. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Here we are for you, Capricorn. Capricorn, if you're interested in a private reading, please look below. Look for the yellow dot in the description area. The link next to it will take you over to Wizio, where you can book me for starting at $40 if you want a private read. Here we go. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for the sneak peek for this week? Interesting. Communication. After I feel a long period of growth or a period of silence, it could have something to do with someone who's Taurus and Libra. It could have something to do with the Empress. And if you're new and you don't know who the Empress is, you might want to Google that. But really the Empress, the crib notes is that she is all of the queens. She has all the knowledge and all of the energy of all of the queens. So she's a very balanced energy, and that's why she's Taurus and Libra, because she's very grounded and very balanced, but also very creative. Someone who loves to create happiness, balance, kindness, charity. This person is the whole package. Yeah. So this could be your energy, absolutely. It is, it's connected to Taurus and Libra, but you could be in that energy because really the Empress is an energy, right? She is the mother of the deck. She is very mothering. So regardless of whether she has children of her own or not, she's very mothering. I feel as though you want to close a cycle with possibly the Empress. If you're not the Empress, you may want to close a cycle. You may be moving toward that. I feel with the Page of Wands, the good news is that you're going to either get or give communication about a situation that is going to grow in the future. The Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. It's about planting your seeds of intention and watering and nurturing and growing and waiting for the right time for harvest, which is the Eight of Pentacles. But also we're looking at the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles comes before the Seven, and that's the point at which you get a little bit of balance. And then you take one of those pentacles, and you plant them, and then they grow again, right? So I feel like there's been a lot of growth since your last conversation with the Empress. If this person is not you, but for some of you it is, you could be the person who's making the communication, the person who has learned that you need to approach people in a way that is happy and light and flirty and not so damn serious all the time. That I feel as though the immature energy will help you here, because Capricorn, you can be pretty freaking serious, right? And I feel like you just need a little bit of passion and fun and lightheartedness when you make this communication. If you intend on this, whatever it is, growing, if it's a job or a person or a situation or a love, if you intend on continuing to nurture this connection, I feel as though you have to get out of the serious energy that you're used to conveying. Because Capricorn is kind of serious business, really. Yeah. So we have the Hierophant. So for some of you, you're definitely connecting with the Taurus. But I also feel like for some of you, you are connecting possibly with a Taurus who is a spiritual teacher. Someone who is possibly teaching others so they can have a new start. Teaching them how to grow so they're not so clunky with their words, so they're not hurting people with their words. I feel like your intuition is telling you that you need to reopen the cycle with someone. And it doesn't have to be a Taurus or a Libra or an Aries. I feel like this reading is about you wanting to, and the universe telling you to open or try to open a cycle with this person. I feel as though going forward, you should be careful of your words. The Queen of Swords, she is someone who can be very harsh with their words. So even though you've grown, it's easy to slip back into old patterns. So be careful of that. The Queen of Swords is someone who, is not really using her logical mind. She's not really thinking with head over heart. She's kind of thinking illogically and bringing up points of contention that are not going to be conducive to growth. This whole thing can be cut off at the 7, understand, right? Maybe you never get past the 7, but whether or not you use those harsh words in order to move ahead, this to me is a little bit of manipulative words. It's manipulation. So be careful that you're not in the energy of manipulating this person back into your life, and make sure that you've actually taken root and actually are practicing growing and changing and moving forward and nurturing whatever it is that this is. It's a brand new start. So it could be a job, a person, a situation. Take it for what it is worth. It could be, for some of you, it could be that you feel like you've been doing all the heavy lifting in this situation or job or relationship, and it's time for you to kind of rush in on this person and say, look, I no longer want to carry all of this on my own, because the one person is doing the work and 2 are looking on. And it's also about partnerships. So maybe you feel like you've been carrying a partnership for a very long time in terms of passion. Or you're looking at solidifying a partnership because you're tired of somebody coming in and out and in and out and in and out of the relationship. So I think it's going to be an all or nothing for you. You're either going to be all the way in or you're going to be all the way out. The Queen of Swords could be there because maybe you're all the way out. But you're going to get your truth and you're going to transform the situation. And for some of you, transforming the situation does mean that you're just going to cut this person out. I think you're going to take one more run at it, whether this is a partnership or a friendship or whatever the ship it is. It could be a job, whatever it is, a situation. I feel like you're going to take one more run at it. You're going to speak your truth. I think that you're going to speak your truth, passionately speak your truth, and you're going to ask someone to either enter into a friendship, relationship, partnership, something that you want to grow to the 7 of Pentacles from the 3. You're going to offer somebody something and ask them to buy in and be on your team. So we have the King of Swords, which tells me, look, I'm just going to tell it like it is. I'm going to be very honest. I feel like at this point, when you're talking about this relationship or whatever the 3 of Pentacles is to you, it also could be money, but whatever it is to you, I feel like you're just going to take one last shot here, Capricorn. You're just going to speak your truth, move forward. Yeah, move forward as I pull the 6 of Swords at the bottom. I think you've learned some lessons, or you are going to learn some lessons, be enlightened, get some clarity. I feel things are going to become clearer, but this is going to be your last kick at the cat. I think you are going to run at this passionately and let this person know that you're passionate about the connection. It doesn't have to mean passion and love, you all. It can mean that you're very passionate about a friendship. You're passionate about a situation that you want to grow from the 3 to the 7. And I feel like you've learned some lessons or are about to be tuned in. For some of you, that's what it feels like. I feel like you want to take this whole situation from the chaos to the calm. I feel like you've learned some lessons. Yeah, you just want to close the chapter. And the chapter that you want to close is the silence, because I feel like you've not been talking to someone, and I feel like when you do connect with them, it is going to cause them a tower. It could cause you a tower as well if you haven't connected with them in many years. All right, Capricorn. I feel like that's what's coming up for you this week. Aquarius, here we are for you, my friends, my beautiful Aquarius energies, my fixed energy friends. I'm just going to be 100 with you. Taurus sun does not usually mix well with an Aquarius sun, I'm just saying. But understand, it depends where it falls in your chart. The sun is only the personality. So here we go, sun, moon, rising, Venus and Jupiter, Aquarius. Here we are for you, your sneak peek for this week. Aquarius. Aquarius. Aquarius, if you're interested in a private read, please look down below. You will find the yellow dot. Follow that link over to Wizio, where I do have readings that begin at $40. All right, so we have temperance here. We have temperance, which is balance. It's alchemy. It's the moment of time. It's the yes answer. I feel like you are going to have victory here in something, Aquarius, something that you thought that you may not have victory about or with. This could be about a person or a situation. Either way, I feel like you feel that the emotions have poured out here. That maybe there is an unrequited love situation, someone you offered your emotion to and someone turned you down, or vice versa. We have the Queen of Wands, which tells me there is some action that will be taken in the future. It could be towards this situation here. The Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck is in the reverse, because I feel as though you're unsure about a connection here with someone, a love connection, or an emotional connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. I feel like temperance is here next to the Six of Wands, because the answer is yes, you are going to have victory. You are going to have victory going home, being with this person that feels like home. I feel like you are a person that other people look up to, Aquarius, and the fact that you've been having issues with the Knight of Cups, sharing your love, getting your love energy out, I feel like it's like you don't want to get hurt, so you're unsure if you want to offer it again. Or somebody is going to offer it to you and you're unsure if you want to take the cup. Either way, I feel like whatever you decide is going to give you balance and victory. Yeah, I feel like whatever this is to you, I feel like you are going to, you're going to go your own way. I'm just hearing, is it Fleetwood Mac? Gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. If it's not, yeah, I think it is Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way. I feel like you're going to just go your own way, make your own rules. You're going, you know, the Queen, right? The Queen of Wands is someone who has a lot of life lessons. She's forged through fire, right? She's holding that one wand, but understand that she's been hurt over and over and over again. And the reason she makes the decision she does about herself to go her own way, do her own thing, she will go rogue, right? She has this black cat that's been given to her to kind of make her follow it down the path, make sure she doesn't go off the path. But I feel it with the Queen of Wands that she's willing to move forward on her own regardless. So I feel like you do want victory in a situation that, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could be dealing with someone who is Leo or Aquarius. Sorry, not Aquarius. Leo or Aries. I feel like you do either want to go home or, well, the Six of Wands is a little bit of ego too. You might be thinking that you don't want to take this person's cup for egoic reasons. That you have a lot of people's eyes on you. And should you really bother with the one cup? It's a little bit of ego. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't have to really take their cup because I got so many people around me cheering me on, you know, opportunities to come, people are coming forward. Be careful of that energy, because we have the Six and the Queen is holding one wand, which is 7, and that's defensive energy, right? That's like your energy of stay back. And you might not even think you're doing that, but you might be feeling that way if you get a little bit too cocky. I'm just saying. So we have the Queen of Wands. Yep, you'll go your own way if you have to. So regardless of whatever goes on here, regardless of the unrequited love, regardless of whatever is going on here, I think you've been hurt enough and you're deciding to start a new cycle here. We've got the Nine of Wands. For me as a reader, that's when you decide to come out from behind the fear wall and just drop the weapons, right? It's time to just drop it all. you're almost at the point where you can unburden yourself from all of this. I think you're beginning to heal because you're next to Temperance. Temperance is also the healer, right? Waiting for the right moment to step out from behind the wall. We have the Fool, and the Fool is the brand new start. So regardless of whether this Knight of Cups comes forward or not, I think you're just going to go your own way. Yeah. And I feel like it would be nice to have a partnership, or it would be nice for something to bloom, a little something, right? But I feel as though you're not really all that concerned about it, because if you wait for the new start, you may get this partnership, but you may not. Knight of Cups is in the reverse. This could be a business relationship, absolutely, because the Queen of Wands is a person who is, on her own, making her own money. She is going her own way, right? So we have the Three of Pentacles. It could be a business idea for some of you. Something you're not sure if you're going to love, but you're doing it maybe for the money or the accolades. Be careful of that, because you get pretty stagnant in that energy pretty quick. What is this? One more. Heartbreak. Just listening. We've got a lot of change here for you, Aquarius, coming up this week. Yeah, we've got some decisions you're going to have to make this week. Are you going to end a partnership? Because we have the Three of Pentacles and the Death card, which tells me something is coming to an end. The dismantling of a partnership, a business partnership possibly, or one that's a hybrid, someone that you have been dating or in love with or married to, and you're dismantling the business. You might have to get out of that partnership before you're able to begin with this new love. I feel this is new love. Yeah, I feel like this is brand new love, someone who's intended for you, someone who is going to come forward and ask you to make a choice. Are you going to come with me on this new cycle, or are we going to end it here? It's kind of going to be make your decision or don't. And I feel like whatever you decide in the future, there you go. I feel like there is going to be heartbreak, but I also feel like there is going to be a new day. Michael Bublé, right? It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling fine. I feel like some of you are going to say no, I'm not down with this. I don't want the partnership. I really don't want the new start with you. And even though the universe is bringing you the lovers, that you're just going to say, no, I'm not down with it. Can't do it. Don't want to. Or you'll make a choice to go your own way. Y'all, since the eclipses, I feel like I do nothing without music in my head. Yeah. So we have the Knight of Wands. Somebody is coming in to express their passion. They're coming in quickly. It's a decision that's made quickly. You could be the one who's being asked to make a decision quickly about a relationship or a partnership that is either going to end, and maybe this lover is coming in passionately to ask you if you want a partnership, and it is up to you about whether you want to go your own way or not. I think that's what the choice is about. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Yeah. I feel like that's what's coming up. It's a decision for you. My Aquariuses, Pisces, my beautiful two fishes friends. Happy Tuesday to you. This is your sneak peek for this week, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. There we go. Growth. Waiting. Growing those seeds of intention. Yeah. Pisces, what's going on here with you? Pisces, if you're interested in a personal reading, if you have any questions, please look below. There is a yellow dot in the description. Follow that link over to Wizio, where you can book me beginning at $40. If you have any questions at all, I'm here to help. All right, what's going on here, Pisces? What is going on here? Wow. I feel there is someone that sees your growth. Yeah. Someone that sees your growth, Pisces. Someone who is watching. Someone who is contemplating on having a new start with you, because the king is looking straight at the Fool. The king is trying to decide whether to take this leap of faith or not. The Fool is about, taking the leap of faith. When the Fool to me is in the upright, it's like an educated decision. It is an educated decision. It is a decision of, I'm going to keep my balance here, but I am going to take this leap of faith. I think it's because someone has learned their lessons, or they've gone over the details. The Six of Swords to me is that you know enough now. You know enough that you can get out of the choppy waters or the chaos, and you can move to the calmer waters. You may have learned how to navigate differently. You may feel like your spirit guides are with you and that you've learned some lessons. For me, the Six of Swords is also about learning lessons. The Six Swords are all, pointed down in the boat, and to me, when they're pointing down, it's a decision that's been made or a lesson that's been learned, and that's all you're taking is the lessons that you've learned. Yeah, but I feel like what you've learned is that when you do decide to take this leap of faith, that you are taking the lessons that you learned. I feel like there is some sort of a reunion or a soul family or a date coming up, something like that, Pisces. I feel as though with the Seven of Pentacles here that you're kind of still looking into the past or the person that you've clicked here for. Maybe you're looking for them, but I feel as though that the 7 and the 1 is 8. So we have 8 Pentacles. I feel like the seeds of intentions were planted here. You worked on yourself, because 8 Pentacles to me is also inward, right? It's working on self-mastery. But also I feel as though the King of Pentacles is could be you after your growth period. Yeah, for some of you, you have leveled up to the King of Pentacles. And who's that? Well, the one who is the bean counter, the accountant, the actuary, the person who always has their money on their mind, right? And their mind on their money. And this person knows how to manage money. This person's financially stable. They're also very grounded and very stable. And this person could be you or could be your person. They're thinking about having a leap of faith because they've learned some lessons about what they want next. And I feel like they're charging in to ask you about a date. It's going to freak you out, but it's going to turn out fine. It's going to freak you out because I feel like it feels like you've had your back to this situation. It feels like you're like, hey, it's not happening. It's been years, because to me, Pentacles are years. The King is holding 1, and then we have 7 Pentacles, watering seeds of intention. I feel like you've been watering something that you didn't expect to get to harvest, but I feel like harvest time is here, because 7 and 1 is 8, and 8 of Pentacles is about putting in the hard work and then reaping the rewards from the harvest, right? All right. Woo-wee. Look at that. There it is. 7, 8, 9. 9 Pentacles. Someone you have been waiting for to become single has become single. I feel like you thought it was never going to happen, but here comes your 10 of Cups. I feel like it could be with someone who is very grounded, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Of course, you could have these in your chart. I feel as though you've been moving away from an idea that you'll ever have your 10 of Cups because of lessons that you're learned, and you're no longer fooling yourself. I feel like you're getting grounded. I feel like you're making decisions and you're moving forward. And I feel like you still want the 10 of Cups and you still want the opportunity, but if it's not going to come to you, you're not going to fret about it. No, I feel like you're going to move on. You're going to think about moving on, about moving to a different state, a different province, a different country for some of you. But I also feel like you've decided that you're no longer going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to have to be in choppy waters, that you've decided that you're going to be balanced and grounded. Yeah. This emotional opportunity that's been coming toward you, I feel like you're about to start again with somebody. I feel like for some of you, there is a cycle that ended with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, of course. But I feel as though that for others of you, that you realize that this person is your Ten of Cups. It could be the Queen of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be. But whoever the Queen of Pentacles is to you, I feel like you see this person as a really bright opportunity to grow to the Ten of Cups. I feel like you feel this person's going to change your life, or the person that's coming forward is about to change your life. It's someone who emotionally disconnected from you, Pisces, in the past. And I feel like this person has always carried this Ace of Pentacles for you. I feel like they've always carried it for you and you just didn't realize it. And I feel like the cycle that's coming to an end here is the cycle of silence. That you haven't had any communication with this person. And now, you're about to have communication. You are. Look at that. After a long time behind the fear wall, here comes the Ace of Cups. Someone has decided that even though they're terrified, they're coming forward to you. The Sun tells me that there is now, because you will end the cycle of silence with this person, that the Sun is telling me here it is. The growth, personal, professional, spiritual, all of the growth, here it comes. The person who disconnected from you, the one that you saw as your Ace of Pentacles, the one that you've taken your eye off. I feel, Pisces, you've taken your eye off the ball and you've decided, okay, fine, they're not coming, that's fine. I'm just going to move forward then. But I feel like for some of you, you don't realize that it is still viable. You could be dealing with a Leo, don't have to be. It could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be, we have the King and the Queen here, which tells me that this is a connection of love. This is soulmate connection. These two people communicate the same way. They're both financially stable. They've both reached the King or the Queen status. And I feel now it's time to begin new. And it's going to come off without a hitch. You're going to end the silence here with somebody this week, I feel, Pisces, and it's going to be good. Very good. Highly emotional, and it's going to end some silence, some painful, painful words that were said in the past. Yep, someone's coming out from behind the fear wall to give you your Ace of Cups. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for coming here and watching this. I do love you guys. You know that I do. If you made it to here, thank you so much. I'm going to go for now, and I will be back later with a few more readings. Love y'all. Bye-bye.